Hey everybody, welcome back to Live to Fish, and today I'm not just sporting this crazy bedhead, I'm also sporting the Bogley Keeping It Real sweatshirt. That's right, Chris Bogley, thank you very much, and if you haven't checked out his channel, I'm going to leave a link down in the video description below. You need to check that out. But nope, that's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I want to talk about and go over with you is that late winter bite, the early spring bite, that cold water temps when that ice just disappears up here in the north. And on that note, to get things started, we're going to talk a little bit about the Len Thompson lure that Angling Spider sent me, so Sean and Kieran, thank you very much, and how this lure specifically ties into that cold water bite. So stay tuned, that's all coming up right here on Live to Fish.
Hi, this is Diana and welcome to Live to Fish.
Awesome, thank you. You say welcome to Live to Fish. No? Too shy? Alright. I get it. Alright, as you can see, I brought out some extra gear today. And this is how I have that Placino collapsible telescopic spinning rod on my PC Fun day bag. Works out pretty good. So today we're going to do a little bit of cold water fishing. The temps right now are hovering right around the mid-50s. Supposed to get up to the mid-60s today, so that's going to be good. Now compare that to the water temps right now. We're sitting at right around 35 degrees, edging our way ever so slightly up to 40. A couple more days of warm weather like this, we'll definitely get there a little bit quicker, but those nights are still pretty cold. So it's not going to hit that 40-degree mark on the water for probably at least another few weeks, but we got some higher temperatures with some rains coming, and that should definitely help it out quite a bit. Now let me show you a map of where I'm fishing today, and it is at Lake St Clair Metro Park. You're going to see Anchor Bay up there to the northeast, and the reason why I'm fishing this spot in cold weather is because of the little basins there you'll see. That is where all the bait fish are going to be pushing up to in the shallows, and the predators will be following. Now it's no surprise watching some ice fishing videos, you see the ice fishermen pulling out pike along with the bait fish that they're going for, the perch and the crappie and bluegill. And that's because those bait fish are schooling up and the predators know it. And the big predators out here are muskie and pike. The sub predators are going to be your bass, your largemouth, your smallmouth, and those aren't going to be coming in to the colder water and moving around quite as much as the pike and muskie do all winter long feeding. They're a little more aggressive. So as cold as the water is, we're not going to be targeting panfish, we're not going to be targeting the bait fish, we're going to be targeting those predators. And again, thank you very much to Angling Spiders for this Len Thompson lure. This is going to give us a little bit of flash in the water, and again, I'm going to be throwing that on the Placino collapsible, and I have a nice steel leader on here so those toothy critters can't be snapping my line, and hopefully I don't lose this. So with the water being as cold as it is, like I said, it's hovering right around 35 degrees. I am not going to be throwing anything that's too fast. This spoon here, I'm going to be casting out, retrieving, and kind of giving it a flutter. Bringing back in a slow retrieve, but also doing the swim baits. That's something that the smallies and largemouth are really going to hit on once those temperatures get between 40 and 50 as they start creeping up into the shell, start moving in for their feeding and their spawn. But that's, like I said, probably another 3-4 weeks off before we see that. So let's go ahead and get this Len Thompson lure out on the water and see how we do. All right, for those of you that have been with the channel for a while, you know there's been quite a banter over the past season between myself and Angling Spiders and a few other channels that really like those toothy critters. It's something that I steer absolutely clear of. I have a condition where I have to take blood thinners, so anything with teeth I try to avoid, because for me, a small nick ends up being a bad day on the water, and I bleed quite profusely, so it's not too much fun. All right, got some flash and flicker going. Let's get that out there, catch something. Boy, again, this thing casts like a dream. Again, I'm more of a bait caster guy, not a huge spinning reel kind of angler, but ooh, that might have been, ooh. Make sure I got my drag set good. Slow rolling it. Again, this is a 5.2 to 1 ratio, so it is a little bit slower. Probably hitting things like the riprap here along the shore. Highly doubt that was a fish. But this is a little bit heavier than that 1/4 ounce that I was throwing yesterday, and definitely get some distance with it. Definitely working good. Now the action on the rod, gotta say it's a little bit spongier, but not too bad. I definitely want to catch a fish with this. I want to see how this telescopic rod handles. Some decent weight to it. Maybe I'll get my chance here. So you can really hear it. The birds are sure happy for spring coming. Before I forget, happy St. Patty's Day. Instead of day drinking, I'm out here trying to catch fish. That's not a bad thing. All right, started out a couple 100 yards down that way and came back out here to the mouth of Lake St Clair. And I'm gonna try my luck out this way. I think part of the problem is, being St. Patty's Day, throwing a pink and black lure might not be the best choice. Maybe I need to throw something out there in green pumpkin or something in the spirit of St. Patty's Day. That might help. I'm sure this is going to happen. It just might not happen today. Like I said, the water's still pretty chilly. Ice just left, but we're getting close. And it's an absolute beautiful day out here. So, can't complain about that at all. Ooh, that might have been a snag. It's been so long since I fished, I can't tell the difference between a fish and a snag anymore. Oh, I tell you, it's been too long. Way too long. All right, I'm going to switch it up here, and I am going to throw the jackhammer. And I'm going to pitch this jackhammer on the new Abu Garcia Vengeance that I picked up. This is that 2 for 100 special. Man, couldn't beat it. This is a 7-foot medium heavy rod, and of course the Vengeance combo on black and silver, looking sharp. A little bit extra hank here on there, but hey, comes with the territory, right? I'm going to pair that up with the Yum Scottsboro swim bait. This is in the baby bluegill color. Let's get that hooked up. Let's go ahead and pair that up on the jackhammer. Got a few more of these coming. Let's see, about there. Good thing about this jackhammer, you can see the keepers there. That's going to keep those baits on there for a long time. All right, there we go. All right, with these cold temps and the toothy critters, what I did is I spooled on a 30-pound braid onto this Abu Garcia Vengeance. And again, this is something where I need to get this dialed in. That's about good. And a max, let's loosen that up just a little bit. Give it its first cast here. All right, not far at all. Wow, jackhammers do make a difference, folks, I'll tell you. For the little bit more that you're going to spend, as soon as that thing hits the water, it is chattering. It's not like someone where you got to kind of give it a little whip and get it going. It is spot on. And the action on that is absolutely outstanding. I can open up that a little bit. So again, when I'm dialing this in, I have the brake system set at full brakes at max. I have the tension knob spooled all the way down, and it's locked in tight. So basically when I open up the bail, that bait should not be dropping, but now it is because obviously I loosened it up and I'm dialing it in. I'm going to go ahead and loosen up the brake system because I want a little bit more distance on this when I cast it. That's a little bit better. Wow, that really, really, really has some good action. So again, use these colder temperatures to get out there and practice. It's something that, you know, you may or may not catch fish, but you know what? 100% of the casts you don't make don't catch fish. So get out there and give it a try. But get your gear ready, get everything dialed in, get it the way you want it for when that bite does get hot, and be ready for them. Well, definitely not the only one out here today. Seen a couple boats out here today, actually. Doesn't take long once that ice is gone. All right, for those of you that watched my fall maintenance guide, don't forget when you bring your combos out for the first time, tighten down that drag, make sure that you tighten down that tension knob, and make sure you tighten down your brake system when you're getting everything dialed in, so that you don't launch something out into space and end up with a huge bird's nest. It's important to remember, whatever you did in the fall, make sure you reverse it, get all that tension back on there before you start. All right, as beautiful as it is out here, I'm gonna start packing up. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that like and leave me a comment down below. We're gonna have some good fishing content coming up this year. And like I said, don't wanna bore you. It's just not that time of year yet. The bite will be turning on soon, but just not today. So get the rod mule set up, get my pack ready to go, and get out of here. So be safe, be well, and as always, live to fish.